Hey everybody, welcome back to Burn the Ship. We have Christy Mitchell here. How are you?
I'm great. How are you this morning?
I'm great, surviving. I need my caffeine. So, Christy, you are a marketing strategist. So tell
Yes.
me tell me a little bit, give us a background of what you do.
Yes. So I have been in business for myself for a little over 2 years now. The first year of my business, I was kind of just taking whatever work I could find. And it was a lot of more like freelance, like executing on social media, email, website, those sorts of things, all like digital marketing realm. And what I kind of realized is what I'm most excited about is working on the strategy behind everything. So, kind of like, how do all of the pieces fit together? And so that's where I've kind of like refocused within the past 6 months, I would say. And I mainly target women entrepreneurs, but I work with some small business and some corporations as well, but mainly on the strategy side. So, figuring out how all the pieces fit together, where do you need to focus more effort to really get the return on your investment, all of those kind of pieces.
Okay, yeah, that's awesome. I'm big on social media, and I actually just last night I was at a networking event talking to this guy who's very active on social media, and he was like, businesses don't realize that you have to capitalize off social media. You have to utilize it. And I was like, that's what I'm saying. As soon as I started here at the MP group, I was like, why is our Instagram and our Facebook and everything like hasn't been posted on in forever? So definitely that's something that I hopped on and posting content 24/7 just to boost, because the more people that see it, the more people that come, you're able to make all those connections.
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of people, there's certainly still a lot of businesses who don't understand social and the importance of it. And that's okay. It's our job as marketers to like bring them along. But then there's people who are doing it, but they're just posting to post and there's no real like strategy or plan behind it. And that's where I get really excited to help people kind of take that step back, look at the platforms that you're on. Should you even be on all of those platforms? Should you be on different platforms? Like, where's your audience? Are you in the right place to meet them? And then what exactly are you posting and how are you mixing up your content? You shouldn't just be talking about yourself and your services and why or products and why you're so great all the time. You got to be mixing it up and curating content and, show your thought leadership in your space.
Yeah, that's something that I think a lot of businesses need for sure. So where are you from? Where you living in New York?
Yeah, so I am actually in Rochester, New York, which is Western, way west. I always tell people I'm closer to Canada than I am New York City. So,
Nice. Have you been to Canada?
yes. Well, we used to go. I mean, until everything border
Shut
shut
down.
down and
Yeah.
anywhere. But
Is it true
yeah,
that
I
everybody up
actually,
there is super nice? Everything's better up there, apparently. There's this urban legend surrounding Canada that everyone is
yes,
just so cool and so nice and they're so chill.
yes, I think so. I mean, where we used to go in Canada was more city-ish, so maybe not quite that Canadian level, but yeah.
And the maple syrup, how is it?
I mean, I think our maple syrup here is fine, but
You didn't notice a difference? That'd be the first thing that I'm doing. Going and tasting some maple syrup up there. So, have you lived in New York your whole life?
most of my life, I was born and raised here. I did move away. I went to college actually at Niagara University, which is like we could literally walk over the border to Canada. So my college days, I spent a lot of time in Canada because, the drinking age was only 19 there.
Oh, yeah,
So,
exactly. Oh, in college? Buddy, I'd be there every night.
so yes, used to
Whip out
spend a
my
lot more time in
passport real
Canada.
quick.
So got my undergrad at Niagara. Then I actually moved to South Carolina for a couple of years. So spent some time down there, realized the Southern life wasn't really quite for me, and we missed our family and friends. And so we came back.
Yeah, that would be hard to move all the way to South Carolina when your entire family is in New York.
Yes, it was hard.
So you said that you live around a bunch of like wine, you're like wine country kind of.
We are, yeah, the Finger Lakes region.
Okay. Are you a big wine drinker?
I used to be. I actually, I, I recently started. I'm working with like like a functional medicine doctor, and learning about better ways to eat and the fuel that I give my body, and trying to figure out some health issues. And so I actually haven't drank in like 6 weeks. So
Wow, strong
yeah,
woman. That's
yeah.
impressive.
Yeah, alcohol and a whole bunch of other things that I can't have. So
Yeah.
yeah, I look forward to the day when I can have a glass of wine again.
Yeah, I don't
But
see anything wrong with just having a glass or two of wine. You know, don't doctors say that it's healthy to have a glass of wine?
yeah, it's
Or did I
interesting
make
because
that up? Or
red wine I hear is
red
better
wine?
than white,
Yes.
but it's wine is sulfite, which is like not sulfates, which is challenging for some people to
Hmm.
process. That's really what I'm learning is like things that may seem okay or even healthy as a general term just might not, like your body just might not process it the way that it might not be healthy to your
Yeah.
body. It might not be good fuel for your body. So,
Everybody reacts different.
yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. So,
But yeah, we're known for Rieslings around here, which is a white wine. And
oh
the
yeah,
way that the hills and everything and the lakes and the Finger Lakes region, it's like very conducive to that type of grape. So we're very well known for Rieslings and the areas down here, they're just beautiful. Like just to drive around on a
mhm.
nice, summer day. The views are gorgeous
I
and the
love that.
wineries are so quaint and welcoming and it's a really nice culture.
So when I go up to New York, I'm gonna have to go. I'm a big
Yes.
wine drinker, love wine, and I haven't even
Yes.
been to a vineyard yet. Like, I want to
Yes.
go into a vineyard, take cute pictures, sit down,
Yeah.
try 15 different wines, and look at the beautiful area around me.
Yes. Yeah. You should definitely come for sure. There's a lot of people travel up from New York City too to come to the Finger Lakes region because it's so unique and most of the wineries like they're right on their own vineyard, so it's like just the whole setting and everything.
That's
Oh, it's
cool.
making me excited for summer.
Yes, it's pretty warm here. We're in like the 70s right now. It's
We
really
got
nice.
snow last week,
Oh, what month are we in? April?
April.
And you're having snow? That's insane.
Yeah. I was so mad too because my spring flowers were like finally coming up and then the snow came and I was like, oh,
Oh no, it just destroys them
that's
immediately.
just how it goes up here.
That's rough. Yeah, I
We're
was
resilient.
we're resilient. We bounce back. Those flowers will grow back. It's fine. If not,
Yeah.
you can just, go buy some fake ones.
Yeah.
Just pretend. Put them in some sod or something and make them look like they're supposed to be there.
People do that. I'm like, you can't plant fake flowers. It just doesn't look right.
No, all my flowers would die anyways if I was to plant any. So, I'm not a gardener, to say the least. So, back on the business side, what
Yeah.
separates your business from your competitors?
Yeah, it's been an interesting process to kind of refocus my business in the area where I'm most passionate because what I was doing before was like the execution, right? It's like the day-to-day tasks, like scheduling someone's social media, writing the email content,
Hmm.
scheduling the email to go out, segmenting the list for who the email is going to, making some changes to the websites, working with people on their blogs, like those sort of execution tasks, which need to be done. But there's a lot of other service providers who can do that for you. And so I think that that's something I'm really excited about to offer to my clients is that strategic oversight because more and more people in the field of marketing are becoming highly specialized in one area. And so there's someone who's a great social media expert, right? Like they will, get you found, they'll get you in front of audiences, they'll get you more followers or get you the engagement you want on social media. That's great. There's people who specialize in SEO. They're going to make sure you have all that back end, all the keywords, all the things you need to show up and search for people. There's, graphic designers, there's branding people, there's all these different super specialized people, and they're very talented at what they do. But I think where I'm different is I know how all of those pieces fit together, and I can look at your business and what you're doing and where you want to go and, look at all the data on the back end and help you come up with a strategic plan to make sure that you're hiring those right specialists to help you get you where you need to go. Because I think a lot of times people say, oh, I need help with this one thing. And they go find someone and they do that. And then sometimes they're sitting there wondering, well, how did that actually impact my business? Like, am I getting more leads? Did that really help me attract more customers? And so you're spending time and energy on these things without necessarily a clear picture on how they're contributing to your bottom line at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, because you don't want to put your money where it's not needed. You don't want to throw money at something just for no
Money and
results.
time. I feel
Yeah.
like that's the big thing for me. I love working with women entrepreneurs because, a lot of us are, we're running our business and we have kids and, you know, a family, and we're running all these things. Like, no one has enough time in the day.
Right.
So if I can save people time and tell you, look, you don't need to be on 5 social media channels. Like, let's pick the 1 or 2 that make the most sense based on the data that we're seeing. I think data is another big piece that a lot of people don't pay as much attention to, and it can really provide a ton of insights to help you work smarter and not harder.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you have just like an overview of all of it, so you can ixnay throw stuff out if it's not needed, which it's really nice when people, especially business like consultants, strategists, are honest with the companies. Like, you could make more money if you just lied, but you being like, you don't need this. This is what's going to do best for you and your business makes a big difference. Honest people are
yes, that
needed.
is like at the core of my being. And I will be the first to tell someone. Like, I just had someone reach out to me. We had a free consultation last week, and she's like, I think I need your help. Like, I don't think people are finding me for what I do. And, you know, we set up a call, and I said, you know what, you're not ready to work with me. You need to work with a branding person and get clear on your messaging and what your offer even is, and who exactly your target audience is. Like, you need to figure out all of these basic things first, and then I can work with you and help you come up with the content strategy that's going to help you reach those people and have a message that resonates with them, and, you know, be on all the places where you need to be to get the message across and all of that. Right. And so that's another part that I actually really enjoy about my business too, is referring people out. I mean, I have a network of all those specialty areas that I talked about. And so if you come to me and you want my help and it's not really a good fit, or it's not the right timing, I'm going to send you to the person that you should really go to, because working with someone just to make the money, it's not going to set either of us up for success. You know, I'm going to feel terrible about it. Like, I take things very personally, and I'm very passionate about helping my clients. And so if I took someone on and I couldn't help them, like, I would feel awful.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
I wouldn't want them wasting their time or money on something that doesn't make sense for their business.
Right. We do the same thing. So I work for the MP Group, and we are actually a payment processing company. And when we get statements from people, because we just want to help you save money on money that you've already earned. So big companies like Stripe and PayPal, they have a flat fee, like a flat rate, and it's charging companies per credit card swipe. And they, like, these smaller businesses especially, like, you don't know what you're paying for. Like, you don't realize that it can be a lot cheaper if you use us, because we charge you what is actually necessary instead of the overcharges that they do. But we are, every time we look at someone's statements or something, if we can't beat it, we'll match it. But most of the time we're going to be able to beat it. And if we can't, then we just tell you, like, you know what, you're good where you're at. You're good where you're at. It's not needed. Come back. We'll revisit in a few months if anything changes. But right now, you should stay with whoever it is. And people appreciate that. They appreciate the honesty.
For sure. Yeah, I think that goes such a long way in whatever business you're in. I was just talking to a friend of mine who's out in LA, and she's in the marketing space too. But she works for a corporation, but we were just talking about, well, she helps her husband with his side business. And she was saying that she had hired a marketing contractor to help with SEO. And she's like, I spent thousands of dollars and got nothing. Like, we got no results. It was awful. And then she's had the same experience with hiring a PR person. So she's telling me about, you know, her husband's small business, and like, they're investing this money, and these people just came in and they didn't deliver at all. And she was so frustrated. And she's like, I know that's why you're good. You know, you're successful in your business. And you're going to continue to be successful because you're a good person and you're good at what you do. You're talented. Like, at the end of the day, it's stuff like that. When I hear those things, I'm just like, how can people do that to people? Like, how can you be in business like that? It's just, I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me. And I think it's really unfortunate when companies take advantage of other companies, especially small businesses.
Yeah, it's a cruel world.
It is.
So tell our viewers where we can reach you at. Where can we find you? Your website, email, social media.
KristyMitchell.com. It's KristiMitchell. ChristyMitchell.com. You can find me there. You can also find me on LinkedIn. I believe if you type in my name, I'm the first result that comes up for that spelling of Christy Mitchell. And yeah, send me a message. I'd love to connect. I will say I don't connect with everyone on LinkedIn unless I know you. I just feel like that's kind of the value and the networking piece. So reach out to me. I'm happy to set up a one-on-one. I love meeting new people and learning about you and your business and your journey and all that good stuff.
All right, sounds good. And I will definitely be shooting you an email after this because I think that we can definitely swap some referrals because I already had a few come into my head as we were talking.
Yeah, that would be great. Awesome. I look
Awesome. Well, it
forward
was
to it.
great meeting with you. Thank you for taking the time to do this.
For sure.
And
Thanks for having me.
yeah, I'll be in contact.
All right, sounds good.
All right, have a good rest of your day.
You too. Bye.
All right, bye.